Human history is full of legends, stories we accepted as truth, and myths we rarely questioned. But in 2025, new technology, archaeology, satellite imagery, and scientific breakthroughs are rewriting the past in ways no one expected. Today, we're busting some of the biggest ancient history myths, the ones from your school textbooks, the ones repeated for centuries, and the ones that new discoveries prove were never true in the first place. From Egyptian pyramids to Viking warriors to forgotten civilizations hidden beneath jungle canopies. This is Ancient History Myths Busted 2025 edition, brought to you by Hidden History FactVault. Myth number 1. The pyramids were built by slaves. For generations, one story dominated Western imagination. The pyramids were constructed by slaves under cruel conditions. But in 2025, we now know this is completely wrong. New excavations at Giza uncovered entire workers' villages, bakeries, breweries, fish markets, medical stations, even payroll records. These weren't slaves, they were skilled, respected labor teams, fed well and honored for their work. Hieroglyphics called them the Friends of Khufu, not slaves, a proud workforce. And forget the desert drudgery. New studies show Egyptians reduced friction dramatically by pouring water in front of the sledges, a simple but brilliant engineering technique. This wasn't forced labor, it was national unity and scientific mastery. Myth busted. Myth number 2. Vikings were dirty, savage barbarians. Movies gave us wild, filthy Vikings with tangled beards and animal skins. But archaeology in 2025 reveals something very different. Vikings were meticulous about hygiene. They used combs, beard oils, tweezers, and herbal soaps. Chemical analysis found trace scents of pine, juniper, and resin. In fact, English monks complained that Vikings were too clean and that women found them attractive. And what about the horned helmet? Never existed. It was invented for opera costumes in the 1800s. Real Viking helmets were practical and plain, not savage barbarians, but clean, organized seafarers with advanced craftsmanship and discipline. Myth busted. Myth number 3. Romans invented concrete. The common claim is Romans invented concrete. But new findings show that earlier forms existed in Egypt and even prehistoric Turkey. What Romans actually did was far more impressive. They created self-healing concrete. Microscopic analysis revealed quicklime pockets that react with water, sealing cracks as they form. Our concrete barely lasts a century. Roman concrete? It lasts millennia. In 2025, engineers began reverse engineering Roman formulas to revolutionize modern construction. Romans didn't invent concrete, they perfected it. Myth busted.
Myth number 4.
Cleopatra was fully Egyptian. Cleopatra, the iconic Egyptian queen. But ethnically, her story is more layered. She was Macedonian Greek, descended from Ptolemy, one of Alexander the Great's generals. But new papyrus evidence discovered in 2025 suggests her mother may have had North African ancestry, adding a missing piece to her heritage. Beyond her background, another myth persists, that Cleopatra ruled through beauty alone. But she spoke 9 languages, studied law, math, astronomy, and medicine, and negotiated with empires. Her true power wasn't beauty, it was intellect. Myth busted. Myth number 5. The Library of Alexandria was destroyed in one fire. The story says one tragic fire wiped out the greatest library on Earth. But in reality, the destruction was slow, unfolding across centuries. There were multiple catastrophes: Julius Caesar's accidental fire, religious conflicts, budget cuts, and gradual neglect. And here's what 2025 research revealed. Many scrolls were moved to other libraries and archives long before the final destruction, meaning not everything was lost. Some knowledge may still survive in undiscovered collections. Myth busted. Myth number 6. Civilization began around 5,000 years ago. Textbooks told us civilization began with ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, but discoveries in 2025 prove otherwise. Sites like Göbekli Tepe, over 11,000 years old, show intricate stone architecture long before farming. LiDAR scans reveal massive ancient cities hidden beneath the Amazon rainforest, with grid systems, reservoirs, causeways, and sophisticated engineering. Similar discoveries appear in India and Africa. Humanity wasn't primitive, it was advanced far earlier than we believed. Myth busted. Myth number 7. Ancient people were short and weak. But osteological studies from 2025 show that average heights were nearly identical to today. Greek men 5'7" to 5'8", Egyptians 5'6" to 5'9", Vikings around 5'9", warriors often well over 6 feet. Their diets, rich in protein, grains, fruit, fish, and honey, combined with physically demanding lifestyles, created strong, resilient bodies. Myth busted. Myth number 8. The Middle Ages were dark and ignorant. The Dark Ages was a label invented centuries later, a marketing slogan for the Renaissance. In reality, the Middle Ages gave us universities, mechanical clocks, eyeglasses, legal frameworks, medical texts, and detailed astronomical observations. New manuscripts discovered in 2025 reveal monks studying climate science, medicine, and engineering with surprising sophistication. The Middle Ages weren't dark, they were transformative. Myth busted. History isn't fixed, it evolves with every discovery. And in 2025, we're learning that much of what we thought we knew was wrong. Pyramids built by slaves? No. Savage Vikings? Hardly. Civilization beginning only 5,000 years ago? Not even close. The past is wider, deeper, and far more mysterious than the myths that shaped our childhood textbooks. But now it's your turn. Which myth shocked you the most today? Was it the pyramids, the Vikings, Cleopatra's real identity, or the idea that entire lost cities still lie hidden under jungle floors? Tell me in the comments. Your answer will help decide the next episode. And one more question for the curious minds. Which ancient mystery should Hidden History FactVault uncover next? Your comment might be featured, and your idea may inspire the next deep dive. If you love discovering truths the world forgot, make sure you subscribe to Hidden History FactVault, because every week we open the vault again and reveal another secret from the ancient world. Thanks for watching, and remember, history isn't what we've been told, it's what we're finally uncovering.